Welcome back to the channel. The strict procedures for working on live energized switchboards aboard ships. This task involves the highest electrical hazard, the risk of severe injury or death from electrocution or arc flash. In almost all cases, work on energized equipment is forbidden. It is only permitted for limited diagnostic work and only under the most stringent safety protocol. The paramount rule is authorization and risk assessment. Work on a live switchboard must only be undertaken as a last resort when isolation is impossible and the ship's safety or mission integrity is immediately at risk. This work requires written permission from the chief engineer or master, following a documented, detailed risk assessment and a formal permit-to-work system. The second step is preparation and personnel. All non-essential personnel must be cleared from the vicinity. The work area must be roped off and clearly marked with high-voltage warning signs. The person performing the work must be a certified, competent electrical engineer, never an unqualified junior. A trained safety observer must be present at all times, equipped with non-conductive rescue equipment, communication tools, and a clear emergency plan. The third step is personal protective equipment, PPE. Standard gloves are insufficient. The worker must wear full rated arc flash PPE. This includes a multi-layered flame-resistant suit, an insulated helmet with a full-face shield rated for the calculated incident energy, and high-voltage insulating gloves with leather protectors. All tools used must be insulated and rated for the voltage present. Jewelry, metal watches, and any conductive materials must be removed. The fourth step is establishing a safe work boundary. Before opening the panel, verify the voltage using a rated, tested non-contact voltage detector. Once confirmed, the worker must stay outside the established restricted approach boundary and only enter the limited approach boundary when wearing the appropriate PPE. Never cross the restricted boundary unless absolutely necessary and with the full arc flash PPE barrier in place. The fifth step is procedure and tool control. Use only one hand for the work, keeping the other hand safely away from the panel frame or ground, which reduces the chance of creating a path for current across the chest. Use only the tip of an insulated meter probe to take measurements. Always maintain absolute tool control to prevent dropping anything onto the live bus bars, which would trigger an immediate arc fault. The final step is post-work protocol. Once work is complete, safely secure the panel. The worker and observer must confirm the successful, safe completion of the task before the permit to work is closed and the area is cleared. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, comment, like, share, and subscribe for more insights. Thank you.